The Muhlenberg baseball team has a date circled on its calendar as it gets ready to start the 2015 season, but it's not an upcoming date with a future opponent. It's a date from last season when the Mules were eliminated from the Centennial Conference playoffs.
I remember that day, May 3rd, 2014, where we could have won the conference tournament, we didn't, and that's a big part of our motivation this year.
Making the conference tournament was a new experience for Muhlenberg, which had not been there in 6 years. With most of the players back, the Mules are looking to get back to the playoffs, seize the opportunity, and take the next step.
I think last year getting to the playoffs was kind of what our goal was, and we didn't really know that feeling or what it took to prepare for that. I think now we know kind of what it takes to get to that point, what it takes to win a playoff game, and I think having the experience, especially bringing back a lot of guys that were on that team last year, I think we're definitely poised to make another run and hopefully get back to the playoffs and do a little more damage this year.
Muhlenberg returns all but one starting position player and almost its entire pitching staff. Joining first baseman Nick Kennedy in the infield are fellow seniors Danny Uswick at second, Kurt Johnson at short, and Chris Manfredonia at third. CC Rookie of the Year John Akaza returns to the outfield along with seniors Jimmy Cody and Nick Plinio. Senior Brett Rosen is back behind the plate. The veteran lineup, the Mules will try to put pressure on other teams when they're at bat.
This year we're adopting a mentality of playing fast offensively, an up-tempo style. We're going to be quite honest, going to pour on as many runs as we possibly can, as fast as we possibly can.
Trying to keep the other team from getting runs will be a pitching staff headed by senior right-hander Matthew Lawsky. Seniors David Anderson and Nick Geis also return to the rotation, with sophomore Troy Elias battling for the fourth spot. Seniors Christian Ferlin, Austin Cush, and Seth Fenster are veterans in the bullpen, and senior Philip Balseca is back as the closer.
I think one thing that definitely helps is a lot of us had gotten a lot of experience our freshman and sophomore years, which has finally helped us kind of mature through the process and learn how to pitch college baseball. We've done a lot of conditioning stuff to get ourselves ready, make sure we have ourselves physically as ready as we're going to be, but also a lot of kind of mental preparation and being more prepared facing hitters and having more of an approach than in years past. I think the pitching staff as a whole is going to have a real good year.
Fueling the team's optimism is the experience that comes from having such a large group of seniors, 21 to be exact.
Being with these 21 seniors who I've been with since freshman year, kind of growing up together, learning how to play college baseball together, and eventually learning how to win together, I think that that really is huge. And having these guys that you've built such a bond with and having such a tight team chemistry, I think it definitely bodes well.
Kennedy and Rosen are both fifth-year seniors, and they come back for an extra year with one thing in mind.
Brett and I both talk all the time. If we didn't have a legitimate chance at winning a conference championship, we probably wouldn't have came back. We look around the conference, we look at ourselves, and we, quite honestly, I wouldn't trade a single player on this team for another player around the conference. I think we have the best team, not only on paper, but the culture as well.